Steve, first off, I want to thank you and the entire team at the SMU Cox School of Business for once again sponsoring the Leaders in Diversity Awards this year. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Ollie. We're excited to be here. SMU Cox always enjoys learning from all of the thought leaders that will be here at this event.
Absolutely, Steve. Now, before we get started, tell me a little bit about your role at SMU Cox and how you work with the rest of the university on diversity initiatives.
Okay, for the last almost 20 years, I've headed our diversity, equity, and inclusion work. And when it started, it was in response to the demand we were seeing as companies were diversifying. They needed greater diversity of thought, as well as diversity of the people that worked for them, with them around the world. And so we began to address those issues, but we also began to look at the relationships we were building in the community and the social footprint we were leaving as a top business school. As a result of that, we started work 18 years ago with the National Association of Black Accountants sponsoring a summer camp for minority youth. We have formed internal clubs to support diverse student populations at Cox and at the university as they go through, and also to assist these groups in building their networks while educating majority populations on the value of diversity, equity, and inclusion, both from a social good standpoint as well as a profitability standpoint for the companies that are expanding.
Now, Steve, talk to me about how you weave the DE&I initiatives into the fabric of the business school experience.
Well, whether you're talking about our faculty, staff, or the students themselves, we have a diverse population of thinkers from around the world. So there may be multiple ways to solve a problem or address an issue. But even in 2000, when we instituted our global leadership program through the leadership of Linda Cow, one of the things we found was companies do business very differently in different parts of the world, given a difference in geography and culture. And there are several examples of this. So for the last almost 25 years, we've sent students around the world with top professors and staff to study how business is done differently and how corporations respond differently in different parts of the world to make and market their products. We think this is important for all of our students to understand. It's a different type of diversity than the social diversity we were talking about, but it's also a type of diversity of thought that better prepares the world leaders that we shape at SMU. We want to honor and congratulate all of the people here tonight, the honorees, for the great work and leadership they're taking as thought leaders in this very, very important area.
Steve, thank you for the time. Folks, that is Steve Denson, the Assistant Dean of Diversity at the SMU Cox School of Business. Let's get back to the program.